Server Gamer, welcome you to part 25 of my first ever Metaphor ReFantazio playthrough. Alright, time to continue. Alright. Get a map, okay.
Alright then.
This way? Okay.
This looks like...
Okay, Will?
Who are you?
Are you all right?
My head's swimming. What is this place?
The royal flower? A surprise to see them blooming here.
Something about this place. Yes. The flow of Magla is strong here. It is much like the altar of the dragon god. The Magla in the air seems to be concentrated here. What is this place?
Good question.
Galica, something the matter? Your mind seems elsewhere.
Oh, sorry. I've got this weird feeling that something really important happened here. Anyway, let's keep moving.
Right.
So here you are at last.
Zorba, I know that voice. Okay. Onward.
How odd. This place is clearly in ruins, but it doesn't look like natural decay.
True.
It was burned to the ground. One day, a bunch of kingdom soldiers showed up out of the blue. And without so much as a reason, they made an inferno of the place.
But why? Why would His Majesty order such an atrocity?
Thinking back now, it may have been Forden who led the charge. I can't be certain. But if it was up to him, he would have done it just to purge the filthy Elda tribe.
Louise claimed that the Eldan people were just another form of the humans. If he spoke true...
They're not. There's no way. Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves. That way everyone would think they were wiped out.
Tis a shrewd ploy indeed, to hide in a place the enemy themselves saw destroyed. Yet, why did Alcest? No matter. His Highness is in this cave, correct?
Yes, over there.
What? That...
He draws no breath. Likely a stab in the back. I doubt he even had time to shout.
I recognize him. He was the associate of the first operative I came in contact with. He was a lot more skilled than those Sanctist warrior monks. But now...
Galica, the cave is just ahead, yes?
Better make haste.
Yes. It's past the woods, over there.
Okay.
Then we move.
I need to get to the cave.
I don't like this.
This magma that I'm sensing. Worry about the prince. We need to hurry over to the hideout on the lower level. Gotcha? A fairy. I think they'll feel alarmed if we have swarmed on them in a big group like this. For now, let's leave them be and move on, okay? Okay. It's a very old UG man. It seems he's working to lay a body to rest.
Russell? You're safe!
Huh? My word. Is that you, Galica?
You were His Highness's tutor.
I know but one red-tressed knight. Are you the royal guard? The Lady Hulkenberg? By the heavens. Then...
She's been helping us. Everyone here's a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas. Oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner...
Excuse me?
Russell, where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded. I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words. It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure, came striding in. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade.
Oh, crap.
We were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart, and we saw him breathe his last.
No, that can't be true.
The stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the Resistance's numbers, only I remain.
Who was responsible for this?
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Louise. From the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left, with only a smile.
An innocent boy. Twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
Louise, there really is no evil you won't stoop to.
That's right.
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests just this way.
You're coming. Aren't you, love?
Yes? I can't believe it.
I still can't believe it.
I know. But we have to see for ourselves.
Ah, I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So, that was you?
Yep.
'Tis just as St. Rilla said. You're no scoundrel. Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness restored. Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. Once you are ready, you are free to join me.
Thank you, Russell. Before I go to the prince, I think I'll help Russell lay the spy to rest.
You going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As his knight, I must.
Okay.
Sorry.
Seems that everyone's already gone down to the cave. It's lower level. I'm sorry. I just can't believe what's happened.
I'm a little worried.
I need to get to the prince as quickly as I can. Prince is in the prayer room on the lower level. I don't want to believe it, but we need to see him for ourselves.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, yes. Remember to say that.
It's nearly time.
Huh? This voice.
Long have I waited.
Hey, you.
Are you associated with the group that's been sheltering the prince? It's all because of them that another calamity has befallen us. Now I get a closer look at you. Are you an Elda? Heard that that prince was the only Elda within the resistance. Really?
Beg pardon?
Hold on. Did you really come here from the outside of the from outside the sanctum? What's going on? No, that can't be. Are you truly Elda?
You must hurry. The time has come.
These resistance members can keep on sacrificing themselves for all I care. It's not my problem. Really? I guess that came out sounding like a little cold. A little cold? I suppose I can now carry by the way. There's too many for that old Jeep to handle on its own.
What?
Right past the door here is the living quarters. Lady Gouda, I made it strictly clear that it's not to be open on any other circumstances. You heard me. Hurry along now. Okay.
All was for this day. There is still time.
Really? Okay, come on. Galica, is that really you? I was wondering where you had gone off to. Oh, thank goodness you're safe. How are the others? The others? They're fine. It was just a bunch of people who died. More importantly, Galica, we have to go to gather petals from that flower patch in the forest. What?
Sure.
Maybe later, okay? I'm still on a mission, so now isn't the time to... You changed, Galica. You even started talking like one of them. So weird.
What?
Huh? Are you trying to be a person? You're strange now. The heck?
Hello there.
Prayer room was located further. At the moment, it's being used to warn those who are no longer with us. I pray you don't cause a disturbance. I don't plan on it. Okay, the prince is just ahead. Are you ready? Well, let's go.
Sorry.
Someone's already gone down. Okay. Right. The people who brought the prince to this village called themselves simply the Resistance. They feared a name would spread word of their existence. The numbers have gradually dwindled, and after today's tragedy, Russell is all who remains. Are they Resistance now? The truth is, during the attack, I crossed paths with an assailant. He walked right past me on the stairs outside. At the time, the only thing that struck me was his unusual garb. Otherwise, he walked by so casually it seemed nothing was amiss. It was only afterwards that I found out he had just massacred all those people. I tremble, even now, just thinking about it.
Hello?
Beyond this store is a place the organization has been using as a hideout. Or should I say, it was beyond this door. Other than that, the elderly Russell, the rest of them are, perhaps we brought this on ourselves, but still, it's all so dreadful.
Oh, wow!
Huh, Galica, is that you? Wow, long time no see. Oh wow, Galica, funniest stuff happened while you were gone. Your friend totally fell into a pond. It was hilarious, and then get this. Are you busy or something? You look tired. We should talk more later, though, okay? Alright, your friend is further, and I think you're late. You're the one from the outside, aren't you? Hey, mind telling me what's going on right now? Nobody won't tell me anything. They'll just say, don't leave the house. I know the fires are scary, but it's all too much to be holed up like this. I, for one, have no intention of spending my life running between caves and forests. Okay?
Oh, it's you!
Beyond here lies the altar of secret history, the sanctuary which houses the true story of our people and world. Kindly refrain from making any loud noise lest you startle the fairies, okay? Just want to talk to everybody before I...
Come off it.
Yeah, okay. I heard that the Elda are considered a solely tribe to the outside world. Perhaps that's a reflection in the current state of affairs. Perhaps that's reflected in the current state of affairs, That's how is royalty, yet he has been defined by tragedy beyond anything that I have experienced. To think that there are those who would see such a child as no more than prey to be slain. To look upon a dear boy as he and revile him. Their souls are truly cursed. Wow, this man-child woke up after such a long nap and then went back to sleep. Right? Oh, you got it wrong. He's not sleeping. Why do you look so sad? In fact, why is everyone so sad? Just play for a little bit and you'll cheer right up. When this person wakes up, we should play together. Wow, you are tactless.
Hey.
Russell, the princes. Oh, it's not as for you to forfeit your life in order to save ours. It can only mean that we have truly failed you. There can be no atonement, no penance to match the magnitude of our failure. Russell.
Now what am I to do?
Right, stay in our village isn't right now. If there's anything you need, now's the time, okay? California coin.
Now then.
Sage's pill. 5 revival medicines. I was going to talk to that person, but well.
This way.
Okay.
No.
No.
Highness. Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child. Huh? Galica! You've returned!
Milady Gruide. It's been a long time.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruide.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some paraplus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes. Even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable? What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother? The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our Elda tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames. And it cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them. But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy. Are you perhaps... No, it can't be. And yet...
Can't be what?
Is something amiss, milady Gruide? He is one of Galica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Hurry.
Hear that voice again coming from somewhere.
Hey, are you okay?
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee. Now remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew. I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
This voice.
This voice.
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
I look now to the past and see the roads that I have traveled on this journey.
Galica and thee sought to take the head of Louise, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's name.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince
It's no longer
He's no longer with us.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
That's not true.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
His
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive. So from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
I'm the prince's
I'm
friend.
the prince's friend.
Is that truly thy role? Clear your mind and think. To name but a few, thy parents, memories of thy youth. Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent? Yes, thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I
I just don't remember.
Then search thy mind. Thou knowest the truth in thy heart, surely. Thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Galica alone who the Resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin. All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day. To share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
You
Do you mean...
the trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me. If they know I came from nothing, and I'm nothing, would people have stood by me, believed in me? And the same goes for desire to help anyone in need. How has I been such a bodily, idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission, and end it here.
Is that right?
I see. My true identity is...
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
I am the prince.
I am... the prince.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey! What's going on?
What awaits us now?
Life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world. In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self. Thou art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal. It all began with the novel in thy possession. Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form. The form of an Elda, as I once was. Time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
What? What is this?
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance, the boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose, a memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No! But... I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved. And so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean, it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
How do we make sense of this?
Is it really you? How do you feel?
I feel lighter.
I feel a bit lighter.
There seems to be no doubt. He is still himself, but I also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is,
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
That's correct.
Then that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself, a part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Dracadios.
a mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along?
Yep.
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Yep.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince? Please, please forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most. And more, despite being a member of your Royal Guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
Actually, you've been there for me this whole time.
He's right, you know. If we'd not met you, we'd certainly never have made it this far.
This time, I will protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
Same way.
Captain. Same as always.
No, Your Highness! With all respect, I must object.
This is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so we'll listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Well, that is. I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting same as always.
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey. It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Eldan blood and Eldan legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
Yep.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Even having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember. I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
Guiding
A
voice?
voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened, right? I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruidae mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
I have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of someone not unlike these grounds.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Okay.
Chiefess Gruidae, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elda? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder tribe?
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
Okay. I haven't talked to this person yet. Hey, see her. How could this be? 'Tis truly a miracle. There you go, Dave mentioned she'd caught wind of some manner of revelation. Could this be the late Queen's? Oh, finally awake, huh? I mean, come on, sleeping is great and all, but there's so much more fun stuff you can do while you're awake. You can collect pretty flower petals, go splash in the water. Super fun, right?
Hey!
Hey, Russell. How could this be? His Highness, resurrected? Tis a most joyous turn of events, of course, but I dare say, to think he'd been alive and well, residing in a body composed from magma particles. He furthered his goals by restoring his mind within another vessel. Tis reminiscent of His Majesty's royal magic. Okay?
Come off it.
Well, I'll be. Am I correct in assuming that you are the prince now? I hadn't heard of any Elder boy joining the resistance ranks and going out on missions, so seeing you took me by surprise. Think that you are the prince's other half. Ah, fate is a fickle one. Okay?
Oh, now this I can't
That was a
believe.
really red light. Now there's a dead person who came back to life? Are all the royalty from outside world like you? The outside world, it sounds ridiculous. Oops. Come on.
Oh.
What in the heavens? The dead prince is alive? Old man Russell must be dumbfounded. If the rest of the residents is still live, I wonder how they might have taken the news. Okay. Okay. Talk this one.
Oh, it's you!
Beyond here lies the altar of secret history, the sanctuary which houses the true story of our people and world. Very good day. Wait, see you inside, okay? Ah, and also, please kindly refrain from making any loud noises. Let's just startle the fairies, okay?
Let's go.
Let's go further and get the full story from Hey Gorda, okay?
Huh?
Oh, it's you, Galica. Yeah, long time no see. I'm happy you're safe. Okay? Long time. Hasn't really been so long. I suppose you're right.
Wow.
Oh, guess you didn't miss me much. It's been several months, you know. Several months. Oh, my Galica is keeping track of time now, is she?
What?
Huh? What do you mean? A day, a month, a year? That's people talk. What does time matter to a fairy? You're almost like them. I guess that's kind of cool. Oh wow, it's Galica. I didn't know. I don't know why, but I'm so happy right now. Come on, Galica, let's play. What should we do? What should we play?
About that.
I'm sorry, but I can't play it around another time, okay? What do you mean you can't? Are you really Galica? Whatever, though. You can play. I'll be around, okay? I'll talk to the other fairies first. I never felt more at peace than here. I played it around a lot, but this village, especially this place, is just so relaxing. Don't you agree? I do
Oh,
agree.
it's you.
Right. It's just that there's just that aura that draws us for you, and I wonder if people like you feel the same thing,
And
right?
yet-
Just feel it. It sure does. I have a lot of fairies, more than I've seen in any other place I've been, actually. Yeah, we don't tend to stick around in one place for very long, but I guess place is an exception. Isn't it just like a fairy to find someone you like and stay there for as long as you want? Hey? Ain't no more fairies to talk to. Hey, come on. There you go.
Does this depict the Elder tribe?
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only the Old Ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Louise's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on?
Yes.
They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world, and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to tribes we know them as we know them, okay?
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes? We, the Elda, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince, that is to say, I am a sign of both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief. It is nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elda.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the Church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elda denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names. Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There's a weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides...
But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Louise's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out as though that's the natural order. By determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the prince.
Let's do it.
If no one understands me right away, I accept that. There'll still be meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come.
Let's fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Louise with you, even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
Yep.
I've realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. but overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you because I want to be.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I want you by my side until the end.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
We love you, Galica.
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Louise's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Louise, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Louise has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
What is this forbidden spell?
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests. With the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Louise's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's Elda, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Louise so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster. Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome. What do you wish to know?
Tell me about Louise.
Who exactly is Louise?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Louise is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts, they're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Charadrius.
Name of this airship.
A family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, They had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Louise spares our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Louise we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Louise is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge, even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there?
You got
Someone please!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
Someone is watching us? They ran off into the woods. Quickly, let's go after them.
I beg your pardon.
That sword once belonged to the prince, did it not? I thought, I suppose, now that makes you its rightful owner. One glance and I can tell. You still use it even now, not only for combat, for sword surfing as well. That sword was a gift from Her Highness, our queen, and your mother. She was quite skilled with it, free spirit as she was. She'd fly about the forest, much to the honor of Lady Gruadai. Any doubts concerning it are disproved by this blade and how you use it. You are indeed His Highness' flesh and blood, okay? By their very nature, fairies are magical beings who can recalibrate the destiny of their magma particles at will. Should the need arise, they can make themselves practically invisible to those with a lesser sensitivity to magma. This is why Galica goes all into their nose. It is also why fairies make excellent messengers. I dare think them the sole place you'll find this many fairies flitting around without concern for a big hen. Needless to say, this bond is a testament to the long-standing intertwining of Elda and magic. Okay.
What now?
Okay.
Behold, I walk a royal path!
Well. Hey. Inheritance, okay. Galica.
All right.
Yes. Petra.
All right.
Arm.
All right.
Petra. Okay. Where is it? Brawler. There it is.
I see. Fascinating.
Okay.
This right here. All right.
Yep.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Okay. Yep, okay, yeah.
I'll do it.
Ah, new archetype, eh? Power of the Brawler. Now that's class. One step closer to the bashing Louise is facing, okay? I'm gonna pound this fist in the nearest face I find, okay?
I'm getting stronger.
No. Okay, arm.
I can use this.
Okay.
I learned a new ability. I can use this.
Okay.
I'm getting stronger.
Two, 3, 4, 5.
I can
6.
use this.
I see. Fascinating. This
Yep.
right here. All right.
Okay.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
All right. All right.
I'll do it. I learned a new ability.
No. we go. Two, three.
I'm getting stronger.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5.
I learned a new ability.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
It's too much to take.
The assassin came running out of that door. You could assume that he was still hiding within the sanctum. Oops. Thing controller drift. The assassin fled. His flow of magma bore little resemblance to a normal person's. Got to put my glasses back on. It was unsettling. Please be careful. I will.
Awful.
What?
Just awful.
Now what is it? Cursed scoundrels, have you not stirred things up enough? Excuse me? Blaming me? That figure who just started by, is he not the one who came to murder the prince? Ah, so the knave was hiding. He ran towards the stairs. Thank you.
What in the blazes?
That assassin fled. What else is he doing back here? Don't tell me you are followed.
Oh, now this I can't
That
believe.
spell went off was massive. I'm sure even the intruder wanted to know what was going on. Seeing they came to kill the prince, they're probably after you. People from the outside world are mad. Not all of them. Oops. Huh? Go. Russell, is everyone safe? We are. We had no casualties, however. We were swept aside like pebbles, unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against him.
No.
There was nothing else you could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the resistance, any move might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices. I'm having trouble speaking, I don't know why. I believe the intruder sensed the power of the Princess awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would run away, but sure he has a plan. Tread carefully, please. I will.
Watch out!
We'll chase after the intruder, Russell. Everyone, please be careful. Of course, I know the prince only just having woken. That cursed assassin went racing out of the cave. I can't fathom why, but he looked most bemused. 'Twas rather unsettling. Okay? We need to hurry after the attacker. Are you ready? Let's go.
Stop! You. Zorba.
Yep.
So it was you behind the attack?
Yep.
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Louise.
Do you have any idea what Louise is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Louise so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What do you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame.
What?
Lord Louise is the true king,
Bullshit.
who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
That's right.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Not happening.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
You got it. The power you really earned archetype prince surges forth.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now.
Yep.
Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Prince archetype unlocked. Prince is an archetype exclusive to the protagonist. You can now change it in as you wish. It can act as a support for all instances skills. Has unique traits not found in other archetypes, but none of its skills can be transferred.
All right, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
Right? Okay.
Time for some close combat. I'm all prepared.
And Blade.
'Tis yours.
Scour!
Hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain. This is just what I need.
Cyclo. On the wing.
Howling wind. Hit their weakness.
Now, what's the
Don't
time
let
to
us
go
down,
offensive?
All right. Okay.
Let's make an end of it.
And Blade.
We'll combine our strength.
The power of wind.
I stand ready. Moving to the front.
Okay. Came
Comrade,
up.
lend me your strength.
That's
up to you now.
Oh, bolts of lightning!
Oakenbird's ploy exposed
Let's
a
stay
new
calm.
weakness.
Let's work together.
Okay. Hook
I'll
slash on the
cut
leg.
through. A tough one.
God, you've got some fancy footwork, Stroll. Up close and personal. Moving
no.
to the rear. I'll show you.
Corner vortex. The leg.
Raging fire. Sorry, my mistake.
In the name of justice, I call upon royal power within.
Rising slash.
Ah! You see that?
Is everyone all right?
Allies, together.
Akedemia's hammer.
You can do this!
Burst forth!
Hulkenberg got them right in their
I
weak
will fight
spot.
with pride! Lend me your strength!
Oh, sword.
I'll lend a hand myself.
Let's do this!
More apples? Quick, knock them off again! Juna's badly hurt.
Crap.
Get her some healing. Juna, are you okay? Max, look at your about to drop. Gale!
Okay.
I can't. Let's get on with it!
Let's do
Blade.
this!
I'll blow you away!
I stand ready. To you.
It's okay, let's go!
Okay. Medica.
We can do this!
My thanks!
That helped.
As you saw scream.
Regenerated the headwind. Here comes another round of wind attacks. Badly hurt.
Over yet.
Get her some healing. She's knocked out. Disappointing. We gotta win.
What can you do?
Juna's down. Someone, quick, get her back on her feet.
Okay.
After me! Not the right move. Give me your aid!
Wait.
We'll combine our strength!
The power of wind!
Serve the enemy.
More. Someone, heal him.
Well, listen on Juna.
Just the thing.
Time for my grand
Let's take
comeback.
Okay. Medica.
We're not out of this yet!
I owe you.
Thank you.
Thanks. This'll be over soon enough. Mask dancer.
Cyclo.
Howling wind. You hit their weakness.
Now, what's the
Don't
play?
let up now, Juna.
Samurai!
Rising slash.
Hack and slash!
Juna's badly hurt. Get her some healing. Juna, are you okay? You look like you're
Blade in hand.
Okay. Akedemia's hammer.
Let my power support you!
Oh, bolts of lightning!
Hulkenberg, pull yourself
Crap.
together.
Okay. Doing saw scream.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again. Hulkenberg's badly
not
wounded.
yet.
Someone heal her.
I won't hold back!
Medica.
With healing power!
My thanks!
That's needed.
That helped. I'll give you the performance mask dancer.
Cyclo. Annoying.
Gale! You hit their weakness.
I shall fight. Let's
Don't
make
let
an
it
end
down,
of it!
Juna.
And blade.
Let's do this!
I'll blow you away!
Is everyone all right? Oh, power of heroes!
Akedemia's hammer.
It's up to you now.
Burst forth!
Hulkenberg got them right in their
I will
weak
fight!
spot.
Let's set it up! 3! Maybe not. I'm all prepared. Maybe by this power.
Oak slash.
The blade's
Apple.
edge! Alright, how's that?
Regenerated the headwind. Here comes another round of wind attacks. Legs are back to normal. Ugh! We almost just taken them out. handle those apples.
Gotcha. Have Galica knock down apples to keep from the foe from healing? Yes.
All right, leave it to me. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Okay.
Mass dancer.
Cyclo. Okay.
Howling wind. You hit their weakness.
I can't afford to
Don't
hold
let
back.
up now.
Let's
Just
do
do
this!
Windblade.
Let my power support you.
The power of wind!
You hit their weak point. Keep it up,
By the
Stroll.
sworn oath of night. Join with me.
Magic Knight's hammer.
You can do this. Oh, bolts of lightning!
Hulkenberg got them right in their
Let's
weak
stay
spot.
calm. Let's work together.
Earl sword.
Get after it, love.
No holding back.
He's down. $9,900 experience, 9,990 archetype experience, 8,000 mag, and 3,500 money. And God wins God's Dale for the Seeker, okay?
Oh, look! I've mastered it.
Okay. Okay. Stroll. Okay, Stroll's on level 49, and his Samurai is now rank 9. Awkward's now level 49. Highest Mate is now level 49, and his Ninja's rank 7. Juna is now level 47, and she mastered her Mask Dancer. Yufa is now rank level 48, and it just got rank 15 on her Summoner. And Basilio's Berserker is now rank 13.
I shall rise to the occasion.
Okay.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Excellent! I've grown more powerful.
Marvelous. I feel stronger already.
Yes, I've become stronger.
I knew I could do it.
Okay. Mass Dancer has learned. You're doing this, Mass Dancer learns Crimson Flame. Deals heavy magic fire to all enemies, okay? Doing this match is increased by 3, okay?
The bastard got away!
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
Yep.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Louise at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe.
Yep.
We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible.
Yep.
But don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Right?
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. We'll not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
That is indeed why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that. But if we don't believe that things can change, they never will.
Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your Highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Louise to the bitter end?
Let us fight together.
We fight him together.
Yes. By our efforts, we will stop Louise's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We lost too many lives along this train, and if Louise has his way with the world, such pranks would become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Looking forward to the victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father, and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions. After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Thank you for everything.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
Yes.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, I guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Stay beside me forever.
Stay beside me forever.
Well, when you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush. But thanks.
Having overcome her trial, I could sense newfound conviction from Galica as both an ally and friend.
The mystical fairy, Galica. She who still keeps the virtues of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Max rank with Galica.
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us, and I'm gonna lead the way.
Mage Archetype Elite. The party can now study the Elemental Mage and the Warlock. Elemental Master, I mean, Victory Foresight. During squad battles, you may gain an extra extra turn icons, okay? Until Master Archetype unlocked. You can now say the Until Master in Akedemia. Try seeing what new powers await you. Archetype, Warlock Archetype unlocked. You can now say the Warlock in Akedemia. Try and see what new powers await you.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
It's the magic of music Galica cast for me once. Now that I think about it, it may have helped me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way, the Chieftess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
This book is a legacy of my parents, the late King Euchronia and the Queen of the Eldan Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but ideas of the old were passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together. The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Then true utopia has never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within the novel was based on the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. So if this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we are striving for? It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Gruidae mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village. But little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Louise. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
If I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever come in reality.
Right.
And yet, what choice is there to believe in them and fight on? The alternative is to accept nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
Thank you, Galica. After discussing the novel and our deals with Galica, I closed my eyes. Hello again, Moore. Nice to see you again. Akedemia. It seems I've been summoned by Moore in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elda was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety, and archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? Not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to, and once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler. Not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks...
Indeed, 'tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken. Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the Ascension of Kings.
Very well. My consciousness faded away and I was sent back to my sleep, okay? I'm reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Has Moore visited the ancient Eldan Sanctum?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Galica sleeps by me. That's so adorable.
Okay, all our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? It always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
Stand strong to the end.
We can't give up. Stand strong to the end.
Of course. No way we're losing here. I've got the fire in my eyes now.
Right?
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing?
Sure.
Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
To protect my country and its people.
I want to protect this country and its people.
'Tis the answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
Yep. Okay, back to Grand Trad.
This place here.
Let's move.
Yeah, let's go back to Grand Trad. We'll stop Louise this time for sure. Let's go.
You see?
I doubt all in Grand Trad will give us a warm reception. Still, should we choose to not fight, then Louise victims only pile higher.
Yeah.
Easy to say we'll help anyone, but doing it is a whole another thing. All the more reason we gotta prove we're serious by putting our lives on the line. We'll lead by example. Besides, it won't be the first time we've crawled our way up from the bottom. True enough. Highest mate, true enough.
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Louise, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
That Eldan boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Louise takes the throne.
Yep.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general. The voice of the pro-Louise faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position.
Oh.
Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Louise alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Louise on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Oh, what you got in mind, Batlin?
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive. Well then, let us depart.
Lord Louise, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Eldan village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently, and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Louise, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Louise I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Okay.
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
You're scheming something.
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Louise loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of Reeve.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Louise is going to lose?
Oh no, of course not. I'll just say.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
I got a backer.
Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tides. This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I'll tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Louise was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Louise orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman! You've seen Count Louise lie to us? You think he cast some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Louise, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another?
That's a good question, Batlin.
Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about?
Damn it! When Count Louise is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Oh.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Louise's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us.
Right.
Louise left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace.
Yep.
What are we about to see?
Good question.
Ah. The royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide
Not happening.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing! Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O King. The truth behind the royal magic. Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Thou wert Elda.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country? You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
He was never Clamar to begin with. That piece of shit.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Trad. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back!
Ah, that's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
I doubt it.
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride, instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns! Louise distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored!
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why didn't His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Cause he's an imposter! Just like Count Louise said! You'll not fool us again, beast!
Oi! Calm down. At least listen.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Louise, even the thick one. He took in a parapus like you, and you spit on him! Scum! Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince?
Lady Juno, I can't believe this! I admired you! Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince?
I don't intend on dying with anyone.
Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Shame! Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Louise brought down the Sanctus Church for you! How dare you strike out at him? They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions, and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi! Over here!
Atlan, thank you.
Don't bother with them. No talking this one out. You need to run.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry about that, Batland.
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Louise has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless, and they cling to Louise as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Louise cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone, and oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt.
Yeah.
This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame. Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
Thank you, Batland. Nurse is heading back to the Gauntlet. It seems like the city has calmed down at least a tiny bit. They'd have a hard time wrecking our Gauntlet. but we should still shouldn't chance it, okay? We should make our way over to Hushed Honeybee, and everyone else has already gone ahead.
Let's go.
Let's go to Hushed Honeybee. We'll be able to calm down and talk things out there, okay?
Where was
I feel Morris' presence. Got Akedemia.
Would you look at this?
I sense the power of a new archetype. Do come and speak to me, should you want to study it.
Let's go.
Okay. Nothing up here, I suppose. Oh. Looks like research documents about the Prince archetype. From the time immemorial, there have been heroes who were born into greatness rather than achieving it solely by their deeds. The one who embodies the virtue of all heroes, standing magnanimously above them, there's no need to name him, for he has been called this since antiquity. Prince. Does this archetype truly exist? What powers does it hold? Whatever truths are behind this mystic force has been lost to time. But much will be expected of this role hero. He must protect the people's livelihoods and the safety of the country with his life. This cannot be accomplished alone. True strength comes from knowing one's allies well enough to combine their strengths in battle. Let no prince forget this truth.
Incredible.
Zeus archetype can use almighty attacks and wield a wide variety of weapons and magic. It pairs well with the other archetypes to use a wide range of synthesis attacks. Okay. Hello, Plateau.
That's a good kitty.
He seems to be in a good mood. I think he likes you. Magic formula written by the king. It's entitled Well Magic, but it's written in a language from the old. I can't read it. This thing was written in Two Seeker Chris.
That reminds me.
Oh, you figured out that the parts you can't read are written in old language, right? Were you able to follow anything else?
The truth of the matter is...
But yes, however, it raises more questions than it provides answers.
What?
What do you mean? It's all names. Parts written in old world language aren't part of the spell at all. It's a list of countless names.
Not quite.
And again, perhaps that's the type of spell it's begin with?
No way!
Really kind of creepy. Ask me, whose names are they anyway? I can't make heads or tails of all this speaker and royal magic business. Perhaps the royal magic isn't the kind of spell we ever assumed it is. If flying past the way the spell reads the hearts of people and it protects candidates from assassination, perhaps there are deeper truths beyond the magic's individual aspects. Former King's grace wish was to guide the kingdom to reform. I assume that's what's written there is the crux of his endeavors to that end.
That's right.
I'm not confident in my ability to decipher any further meaning from it. When or if you could call anything, I would appreciate it if you examine the scroll for me again. Okay.
Now why do that?
I'm astonished you managed to study so many archetypes. I used some sort of project at the very least. You surely want me a new member when we returned, okay?
Incredible.
Okay. 5 heroes, build root and increase imagination. I studied 5 different archetypes, therefore I completed my assignment for more.
All right.
Yes, more? Do you remember something?
Everything okay?
Do you remember something?
Yes.
Yes, I did. But before that,
Please.
seeing you as you're here, won't you tell me some of your stories of your travels? I've been watching over you, but I do so value your perspective. I see. Interesting. Though I heard nothing that might reveal this place, which means I suppose that the king must have imprisoned me here because he figured something out. I mentioned before, did I not? I believe I hit upon this place true nature.
Listen here.
I believe this to be a classroom at the Royal Mage Academy. But that place is already... Yes, it's a place to venture near, yet I felt nothing. I'd wonder if we were somewhere in the ruins, but from what you told me, it seems unlikely. In other words, this is a separate place and simply based upon a study of the Mage Academy, meaning that the king expressly created the room to conduct research. I imagine I was put here to prevent my research, but it was quite the opposite. The king sought to place me here where I might develop transformative magic yet further. And by continuing my research, my memories would in return. In a way, all my travails may have been by his design. I see these answers I sought, displaced my identity in the end. The only path toward them was continuing my pursuits.
This research.
The pieces are coming together. It seems time to uncover the truth has finally come. Let's find out together.
Surely.
If I have your support, I can face any truth we ultimately reveal. I shall accept it unflinchingly, with the eyes open. I am a brave son who must pay for my offenses, or am I a revolutionary must change the future? Okay, that's a good question.
I'm grateful, truly.
This newfound resolve of mine is also thanks to you, for the utopia I will make reality. I'll battle my past until the end. I can sense Moore's willingness to accept the truth, whatever form it takes, as well as his heartfelt trust towards me. The scholar in search of utopia, more with him dwells the virtue of the seeker. No. Your tempered bond has become a fired fortress. That's the new pinnacle of heroes and wagons within thee.
New power.
Spread this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
May the truth guide us.
Seeker archetypally, the party can now say this soul hacker. Signs essence increases and skull hunter thoughts for the seeker lineage of 4, okay? Soul Hacker archetype unlocked. You can now say the Soul Hacker in Akedemia. Try seeing what new potential powers await you, okay? More skills can be now inherited by a seeker lineage in Akedemia to the effects of science essence, okay?
Listen here.
Now it's time for your next task. A true test. This one, the thesis of the project, as it were. I ask that you research an innate archetype. It matters not which one you choose to focus on, so long as you do it so until you can improve it no longer.
This one's important.
Okay. Nurture the strength of more task after 60 and to nurture the strength I don't need talents, Louise traits. I need to think in an elite archetype to rank 20. This can be done completed by anyone. Okay. Reward 8 years to root increases imagination, okay? This is the height that no one before you reach. The stronger power, the greater it will impact me.
If all goes according to plan.
Once this research is complete, the path to the ultimate archetype may finally be in sight, and with it, our ultimate answer. Everything lies in your hands. Well, let us break through the barriers of this trial and see our dream to fruition.
I have faith in you.
I believe in you to the very end.
I've been waiting.
I've been waiting. Well, there's something I wanted to point out to you. You awakened the Prince Archetype. The power within your way of life has influenced even your eyes. And now, signs of a power beyond imagination presents themselves. It's the power of a true hero, one who shares and supports the protector of the sovereigns, just as the royal archetype. Well, you let me witness this power come to fruition. Archetypes. In response to protagonist's true awakening, his allies cannot say royal archetypes. Requirements for archetypes are difficult, but they are powerful archetypes, unique to each ally.
Do make yourself at home.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Archetypes. Bird. Nice, May. Huh? Huh? We're going to see again, was it? All right, okay, let's see.
What now?
A new means of protection.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alright, okay.
I've been waiting.
Good bird. Alright, see that.
I see.
Yep, sorry.
Fascinating. This right here. All right?
Yes, please.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Okay. Okay. This is the power of the elemental master. Impressive. The essence of the strongest magic is alive and well within me. Magic is the power of miracles, and I too shall conjure them alongside my allies. The elemental master archetype is awakened. You can now change archetype from the main menu, okay?
I've acquired a new power.
No, not yet. Okay.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right?
I'm counting on you.
All right.
Of course.
must.
Okay.
I feel new power surging within me.
All right, let's get out of here.
Oh.
Yep, going back to
You'll
reality.
come again, won't you?
Louise, rightfully ought to be.
Louise is the only one left.
Hey, Elkenberg.
Let's move.
We did cleared everyone out. Let's hurry inside, okay? Maria!
Everyone.
Hi, Fabienne.
I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Since you left, Louise's following has only grown.
Have you changed? You're still the same person, aren't you?
'Tis quite a story, but it deserves explaining. I only hope you can believe us.
You're in for your shocker. A real shocker.
Alright, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff. But under the deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince. Is that right?
That's right.
Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story? Is that even possible?
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do? If this goes on?
But you're still you, yes?
Yes.
You came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
That's right.
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Good.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with Louise head-on?
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. And not much room left for civil debate now that Louise is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded. Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky.
All right.
You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Louise. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden, unnatural. It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it,
You're implying it's Louise's doing? All the eeriness in the sky. Is that because...
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
What Louise is doing is in the royal palace, whether or not he truly desires a world overrun by humans, we won't know his mind until we confront him.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
There's gotta be something up there.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Louise is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can.
Yep.
And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back after all the strife he's been through.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams. Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you. It'd be nice to see her smile again.
Yes, it would.
Right.
If Louise is behind all these disturbances, then stopping him will only help us in the approval ratings. If we can restore stability and rational thought, it'll pave the way to defeating Louise. We must press on with faith in that.
I'll always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
Indeed. If we win, I suppose you really will be king.
We're counting on you, O King.
Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow we make for the castle.
What to pick?
Let's rest.
I say you heard enough. Let's head to bed for the night. I'll talk to everybody first.
Oh, hell.
Everyone is filled with so much anxiety. Now they don't know what to do. Our excitement is very volatile at times like this. There's still a way to win. There's something foul in the air in Grand Trad. Everyone seems so anxious. Those that oppose us do so with fervor. But there are also those who believe in us. We must press on. This is the room Hawkenberg.
Hold there.
Friends, we may be. Yet I would hope to you'd seek permission before entering one's private quarters.
Your Highness.
And so His Highness returns to the real capital in triumph and glory. In truth, I'd have liked to welcome him back with a grand feast. Oh well, the day shall come when the people too celebrate you in grand fashion. My spirit is ready to ensure that day comes. I can hear how active the city is beyond the coasters. I wish I could plug my ears.
Come on.
Some turnaround, eh? Last time we were here, people were falling over themselves to welcome me. Now the only thing I see in their eyes is fear. Damn it, people. Even if Will turned into a monster, Louise is the one making them. That's a fair bit scary if you ask me.
Honestly.
First you were Louise's subordinate, then a false prince, and now you've awakened as His True Highness. None have walked so strange a path as you, and after all this, you still mean to be king. Oops. It's so different when you were last in Grand Trad. Everyone's staring at you with such disdain in their eyes. You must remember you still got people on your side. Well, let's do what we can, okay? No matter what I say, the people of Grand Tread are going to not look down on you. It's times like these where your actions will speak louder than words. When they see you stand up to Louise, they'll be playing who's in the right. I don't really want to be around these people outside because they're so weirdly. People here in here feel nice and warm though. Wonder why. It's like this optimism. There's this optimism in here, and it's gone stronger when you came in. Actually, I can feel people's hearts unwinding. Pretty amazing. What kind of magic is that? Most people outside are like this, okay? Just like that, they were gone, okay?
Oh, it's Mister.
No matter what happens, you're still you to me, Mister. I'm going to keep cheering you on forever.
You...
Who would have believed you were His Highness, the actual prince? I apologize for the less than royal accommodations, but try to have a good rest regardless. Thank you, Fabian. And thank you, Maria. Well, that's it for part 25 of my first ever Metaphor ReFantazio playthrough. Sarah Gamer saying thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please smash that like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it and it helps a lot. See you in part 26. Bye bye.